Hello there, there's an accident, M6 northbound, multi-vehicle accident, junction 9.
Junction 9, northbound. How many vehicles, mate, do you know?
I don't know. 3 lines, 1 car, it's completely blocked.
Are you a witness or are you involved?
No, just a witness, mate.
Do we need an ambulance or fire there?
Nothing's here at the moment, mate.
No, do we need an ambulance and the fire
Yeah,
brigade
I
there?
should think so, don't I? Yeah, there's a car between the lines, pretty bad, mate.
Okay, mate, we'll get somebody along there as soon as we can. Okay, mate, cheers, Tom.
Oh, is that the West Midlands Police?
Yes, it is.
Yes, right, there's been an accident on the northbound side of the M6. Now, actually, it was going southbound, it was a thick-and-wheel lorry. It crashed through the central reservation onto the north side. It's completely blocked the north side. I'll report that to the Motorway police for you. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
This is on the same carriageway, isn't it?
Yeah, there's been an accident on the M6.
We're trying to take one time.
Are you involved at all?
No, I was just reporting.
Okay, do you know what's involved? How many cars?
There's 2 or 3 lorries, one of them's on fire.
Okay.
It looks pretty nasty.
Alright then.
It's through the barrier as well.
Well, unfortunately, they're very, very busy in there.
Thanks for your help.
I'm asking everyone to ring back in about an hour.
There's a major accident on the M6 junction 9 northbound. Okay, thank you very much.
Multiple pile-up on the M6 this morning. The road is shut both ways at Junction 9, Wednesbury. The accident involves 2 trucks and a number of cars. It's thought one of the lorries crashed through the central barrier. 2 people have been freed alive from the debris. At least 1 more is still trapped. Emergency services are at the scene. The northbound carriageway will be shut for some time.
3 injured drivers, 1 in a critical condition, have been taken to hospital. Fire crews have freed the bodies of those who died. While officers deal with mounting rush hour traffic, colleagues have an unwelcome and difficult task. They have to confirm the identities of the victims so they can deal with hundreds of worried callers.
Central Motorway, please, may I help you? It's still, the M6 is still closed at the moment. It's on the M6 northbound.
Not at present. No, nothing at all yet. Okay then, bye-bye. I'll go and do it for now. I'll go and see if we can find this for them.
What time did they start the journey and what from where?
She's coming back.
From?
Yeah. There's another one.
So,
Hello, who am I speaking to at the moment?
You got the wine, or everything's still there.
You're the sister-in-law, are you? Yeah, just hold on a minute.
Yeah, you've just given me the registration of the vehicle and I said I was phoning back in 5 minutes. Yeah, if you can just bear with us a second. We've got to go and make some inquiries and wait for the officers to come back from the scene with some more details. So if you just hang fire, we will phone you back in 5 minutes and we'll see what we can do for you. To be honest, I'm sitting in an office, I'm speaking to you on the phone and I'm speaking on the radio with officers. So I'm putting 2 and 2 together and I'm trying to get number 4 to say yes or no to you. I can't tell you one way or another at this time. Alright, I will come back to you in 5 minutes if you just sit by your phone. Okay then, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
The officers must ensure they have accurate information before they pass it on to relatives. With news so painful, a mistake is unimaginable.
So if she rings back, which possibly she will be in the next 15 minutes, if we can find out if it is a blue vehicle, they'll need to speak to her next door or possibly ring her back. Okay.
No, they haven't been told. Definitely, no. Yeah, that's right, yeah, the normal, you know, he hasn't got to where he's going to.
You kind of give them the information that you'd love to tell them over the phone when it's bad news or any news at all, and it keeps people wondering. It just makes it so hard, the job.
She's sitting there being upset because she's worrying herself to death. And I feel useless because I can't help her either. But she's going to try other forces because she's going up to Wigan. But without information on the vehicle, she doesn't stand much chance, really. Because we all have the same problem. You've either got to know the vehicle or the registration. She has neither. But it does make you feel a bit useless then. Still, you can only do your best.
The red lorry was actually carrying axles for HGVs, and that's what spilled out everywhere. The cab is totally destroyed by fire, and the mangled mess in front is the remains of a BMW. Obviously they were caught together and they've gone up in an inferno. This vehicle here is carrying confectionery, and the cab is actually the other side. So it shows just how horrific the scene was when officers first came here this morning.
We came on duty at 6 o'clock this morning, and at 5 past we were turned out totally without warning to this accident. We were the third vehicle at the scene. There in front of us was a truck ablaze, people trapped in a car, and our duty immediately was to shut the motorway, because we realised, unfortunately, straight away there was nothing we could do to assist the people trapped in the car. And it's a very difficult thing to know that despite your training, despite your equipment, when a 38-ton truck is lying on top of a car and they're both on fire, there's nothing you can do to help the people.
We were rather concerned as to whether there was anybody else stuck in the vehicle, so hence the time that it's taken us to actually pull the vehicles, separate them, and then do a thorough search to see if there was any more remains, which I'm pleased to say there wasn't.
At Motorway Police headquarters, officers think they've now confirmed the victims' identities. They know relatives are waiting anxiously.
Oh, look at the right vehicle.
The motorway started to clear.
Fine.
I mean, the accent's still there, but the tailback on the left hand is not back to 137 now.
Now, the lady who's phoned in, whose husband it is, works for that company. She's phoned in, she's the sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And then she's phoned in and she's the wife.
Right. And are we pretty certain?
The chassis number given is that.
Right.
So 199.9.
Okay. We just need somebody to go around and see.
So we need.
Yeah. Is she in any ways aware of what the inquiries are about?
She's. I think she's aware that she says I want told first for the sister-in-law. So I think she's coming. But I don't know what to say.
Let's find out where
find out the
address
proper address,
and then we'll get them round to do the necessary. Yeah. We've now been able to identify 3 of the drivers, 2 of which sadly died, and we've got to inform the relatives, which is never an easy task. At the scene, the investigations are still going on. We've got officers at the scene still measuring up, taking photographs and assessing just what happened.
The investigating officers are busy even as the clean-up goes on.
Well, what I do as part of the video unit is to collect as much evidence as we can at the time of an incident, so that anybody who's investigating the accident, either for the coroner or the court, has got more or less first-hand knowledge of what went on at the time. And I work my way around each vehicle so that I can see where the damage or any marks on the vehicles are, to try and help in pinpointing points of impact. We've also got marks down the wall that indicate where collisions have taken place or vehicles have been dragged. And then you go around afterwards to show the vehicles where they've got seatbelts fitted, what the damage is to the interior of the vehicle, and also any property that's lying around that may have come from a vehicle. Again, debris on the roads can be used to pinpoint where a collision took place.
Officers have returned from the crash scene to the motorway control room. They now have the harrowing task of visiting the victims' families.
How many of you on this morning?
Well, we've been doing all sorts of odds and stuff. So we went down to Rydale to try and track down the details of the
You doing it? Can you go and actually tell?
There's one lorry driver there.
But then we need then obviously to.
Has she any idea?
She knows.
She knows.
No, she knows. I believe, talking to her on the phone, she knows that her husband's involved in this accident. She's up there, she's at the boiling point. Got feelings telling her there's something wrong.
Has she phoned us to ask?
She's phoned us. The sister-in-law phoned, then she's phoned, says my husband hasn't reached his destination. From the details they gave us and the details we were given for the scene, we've matched up with that vehicle. We're 99.9% sure. So we've now found out her work's address from the telephone number she gave us. We need to go to the work to get her. It's a family business by the sounds of it.
Okay.
Everybody's working for the same business.
Do the formal informing of her then, Clive, and then we'll have to think about our relatives who could possibly help with the ID. That's what we need to handle after that, isn't it? Yeah. Because we don't want to see it. All right?
Okay.
I'll tell Clive that you're going to do it.
I'll update the log to that effect that you're going to see her.
We've got a lady to go and see. We believe she's the wife of the driver. We've now got to break it to her as gently as we can that her husband's dead. It's difficult. It's the worst job you can do. It really is. No, that's what we can say about it.
On the other end of the phone, was he hung up with it?
So Clive can do that rather than one of the local lads who maybe doesn't know the circumstances. All right. So he's gone off to do that. And I said the other two are being done by local police.
Yeah, it's on their police.
All right. It moves from the investigation stage to the tidy up stage, and really our priority must be now to get the scene cleared as soon as possible and get the motorway clear. At the moment, the pessimistic estimation is perhaps something like 4 o'clock this afternoon, which will mean the motorway has been closed for something like 10 hours.
The sheer weight of the debris is making the clean-up job extremely difficult. A lorry has to be cut free. It's another hazardous complication.
It's a matter that, the job has to be done and we're here to do it. They're dead, it does get you. Just because we've been doing it for a considerable time, don't mean to say we get hardened to it. It's a very sad experience.
About to be reopened. As we speak, they're just taking the cones off now. Yeah, southbound's open, northbound just deconing. Yeah, in that case, thank you. We are about to reopen the carriageways totally over.
The police prediction was just 10 minutes out. The M6 reopens at 3:50, just in time for the main evening rush hour. Police lead a long convoy past the junction, where just 10 hours ago 3 motorists lost their lives. The other 2 drivers are now recovering.
A new barrier and the absence of a lamppost is the only indication now that this is where the accident scene was. It shouldn't be that way, but the only people who are affected by it are immediate relatives. Everybody else They don't even give it a second thought, most people, as to who's been involved, unless it's somebody they know. With the amount of fatalities that are on the roads in the UK, it's very easily brushed aside by most people as being another accident. It's a sad reflection on our times that people don't think more about accidents. Watching going out now towards the Volvo.
Yeah.